This is a moment you might experience every day, but you've definitely never seen what a breathtaking movie unfolds inside your body just to produce that sneeze. This is not just a simple aku. This is a storm initiated by the nervous system, commanded by the brain, and coordinated by multiple departments throughout the body. Some even claim that it can reach speeds of up to 160 kilometers per hour. Today, we'll take you inside the body to witness firsthand the entire process of how a sneeze is born, starting with the invasion of a speck of dust. It all started with a speck of dust that is almost invisible to the naked eye. In a room where sunlight streams in, countless such particles float in the air. One of them, with each breath, is inhaled into a warm, moist, and complex tunnel, your nasal cavity. This is no ordinary passage. The nasal cavity is lined with a mucous membrane covered with millions of tiny hairs called cilia. They are like a swaying seaweed, constantly swaying towards the throat, trying to pack away foreign objects and excess mucus. This is your body's first line of physical defense. However, this speck of dust was exceptionally lucky today. It was small enough and cunning enough to successfully evade the cilia and penetrate deep into the nasal mucosa, a highly sensitive area. Here, it touched the end of a nerve. This nerve is the first key character in our story, the trigeminal nerve. It's like a sentinel covering your face, constantly monitoring for any movement. The alarm went off the moment the dust hit it. This is not an ordinary signal. This is an electrochemical pulse, marked urgent, containing only one message: intruder detected, requesting immediate removal. This urgent intelligence is speeding upwards along the highway of the trigeminal nerve at a speed of over 100 meters per second. Its destination is the body's central control tower, the brain. More precisely, it is a complex network located at the lower back of the brain, known as the sneezing reflex center. This network is primarily located in the medulla oblongata of the brainstem. The brainstem can be considered the most hidden old cadre in your body. It doesn't think or fall in love, but it controls all your instincts for survival, heartbeat, breathing, and our protagonist today, the sneeze reflex. When that urgent telegram from the nasal cavity arrived here, the decision-making process was so fast you couldn't even perceive it. It doesn't need to report to your consciousness, nor does it need to seek your consent. It only has a preset procedure: confirm the signal and initiate the protocol. Protocol code, sneeze. In an instant, a complex action command is issued from the brainstem and transmitted synchronously to multiple executive departments of the body through countless neural pathways. A full-scale mobilization is about to begin. The brainstem, this calm commander-in-chief, issues not a single command, but a series of precise millisecond-level combinations. The first instruction is sent to your eyes. Your eye muscles receive an irresistible command: close them immediately. That's why you unconsciously close your eyes when you sneeze. This isn't to prevent eyeballs from being ejected. That's just a long-standing rumor. Your eyeballs are held firmly in place by 6 muscles, and the pressure of a sneeze is far from enough to shake them. Scientists believe this is more of a side effect, like when a doctor taps your knee and your calf kicks out involuntarily. The second instruction is sent to your lungs. The instruction is: inhale at maximum power. Your diaphragm drops sharply, and your intercostal muscles expand outward, allowing you to take a deep breath and store ammunition in your lungs, far exceeding your normal breathing capacity. The third command, and the most crucial step, is sent to your throat. The glottis, located in the throat and the opening between the vocal cords, received the command: close it immediately. The glottis instantly closed tightly, sealing all the air that had just been inhaled into the lungs inside the airway. At the same time, your soft palate and the back of your tongue also lift up together, partially blocking the path to your mouth and ensuring that most of the impact is concentrated in the direction of your nasal cavity. At this point, all preparations are complete. Your chest and abdominal cavities are like pressure vessels inflated to their limit. The abdominal and pectoral muscles are fully tense, and pressure is building up inside. Your body has become a fully drawn bow, waiting only for the final moment of release. The climax is approaching. The brainstem issued its final command: fire. The tightly closed glottis suddenly opened, and the chest and abdominal muscles, which had been compressed to the extreme, launched a devastating contraction. They act like a giant piston, violently squeezing all the high-pressure air accumulated in the lungs upwards with tremendous force. This airflow bursts out at an astonishing speed, which is further amplified as it passes through the narrow nasal cavity and oral cavity. Finally, at the moment you sneeze, a powerful gust of wind, said to reach speeds of up to 160 kilometers per hour, roars out of your body. This high-speed airflow carries thousands upon thousands of tiny droplets, forming a beverage that is difficult to see with the naked eye. With unparalleled force, it washes over the entire nasal passage, sweeping up the initial dust particle that triggered the alarm, along with other irritants, allergens, and germs that may be present in the surrounding area, and expelling them in a decisive manner. Task completed. The intruder has been eliminated, and the alarm has been lifted. Your body quickly relaxes from its tense, battle-ready state and returns to calm. The entire process, from the dust touching your nerves to the outbreak of a sneeze, probably takes less than 2 seconds. But in that brief period of time, your body completed a near-perfect, highly efficient defensive operation that integrated detection, reporting, decision-making, and execution. This is the essence of sneezing, a powerful, innate, protective reflex designed to protect the cleanliness and safety of your respiratory tract at all costs. Of course, your body's sneezing system is far more complex than what we've just shown. It has many interesting hidden features. For example, why do some people sneeze when they see sunlight? This isn't because you're allergic to the sun, but rather a physiological phenomenon called the photosneezing reflex, which is usually hereditary. Approximately 18% to 35% of people possess this superpower. The most mainstream theory at present is that this is due to a crosstalk of neural signals. When you suddenly move from a dark place to a bright place, the optic nerve, which controls pupil contraction, will generate a strong signal. This signal may interfere with the trigeminal nerve in the vicinity during its transmission. The brainstem mistakenly received this noise, thinking it was nasal stimulation, and thus issued the command to sneeze. Also, why do I sometimes sneeze several times in a row? This usually means that the first sneeze did not completely clear the irritant. Your nasal sentinel, the trigeminal nerve, checks the scene after the first storm and finds the threat still there. So it immediately reports again, requesting a second or even a third round of firepower coverage until the nasal cavity is completely clean. Even more interestingly, why do you almost never sneeze when you're asleep? This is because during REM sleep, your brain actively inhibits neurons that transmit movement signals to your muscles, putting you in a state of muscle paralysis to prevent you from performing the actions in your dreams in reality. Therefore, even if the nasal cavity is stimulated, the command to sneeze cannot be effectively issued. Usually, this stimulation will wake you up first, and then you will sneeze. Therefore, a sneeze is never an isolated action. It is a miniature epic directed and performed by your own body, blending neuroscience, fluid dynamics, and kinesiology. It demonstrates the incredibly sophisticated, powerful, and efficient self-protection mechanisms your body has developed over the long course of evolution. The next time you feel the urge to let out that earth-shattering sneeze, try to feel it. Your lungs are building up, your muscles are tensing, and your brain is counting down. Then, with an aku, silently give a thumbs up to the powerful cleansing operation your body has just completed. This is the core strength of your body. Which type are you? Are you a light chaser who sneezes at the sight of light, or a combo shooter who sneezes at least 3 times in a row? Tell us your sneezing stories in the comment section. If you think your body is amazing, don't forget to like and share it with more people. We also welcome you to subscribe to our channel to unlock more in-depth knowledge about your body. See you next time.